Hello everyone, in this video we will be starting with Unit 2 AI Project Cycle. The subunits are Problem Scoping, Data Acquisition, Data Exploration and Modeling. So let us begin with 2.1 Problem Scoping. So let us first understand what is a project. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service or result. It can be defined as a series of activities which is aimed at bringing about clearly specified objectives within a defined time period and within a defined budget. It is a unique set of coordinated activities, jobs with definite starting and finishing points undertaken by an individual or organization to meet specific objectives within defined schedule, cost and performance parameters. So now let us understand what is a project life cycle. So basically a project life cycle is the sequence of phases that a project goes through from its initiation to its closure. Even though every project has a definite start and end, the particular objectives, delivers and activities vary widely. The project cycle provides the basic foundation of the actions that has to be performed in the project irrespective of the specific work involved. Project life cycles can range from predictive or plan-driven approaches to adaptive or change-driven approaches. In a predictive life cycle, the specifics are defined at the start of the project and any alterations to scope are carefully addressed. In an adaptive iteration, only as the iteration begins. Let us now understand the difference between IT project cycle and AI project cycle. The IT project cycle has 4 distinct phases, that is the designing phase, the development phase, the testing phase and the deployment phase. AI projects are no different than this. They also have all these phases. The difference will arise in the components of these phases. Normal IT projects will end with the deployment phase. Any post-deployment change will turn into a separate project. An important distinction in the AI systems is that they learn. This means that the AI project does not stop at the development phase, but rather at this phase the AI project becomes cyclic. So test, deploy, then system learns, then again test, modify, system learns, then test, modify and so on. So artificial intelligent systems can improve themselves over a period of time, but this does not mean that they do not need correction or updation as new information comes in and the AI system learns. So this unique functioning means that the AI project cycle planning is different from the start in different areas like budgeting and planning. The next is problem scoping. It is the first stage in the AI project cycle. Problem scoping involves identifying a problem and having a vision to solve it. It involves a series of steps to narrow down to a problem statement from a broad theme. It is basically selecting a problem which we want to solve using our AI knowledge. In this step, we have to write about the nature and boundaries of a problem. In simple words, it is a process by which a problem is defined. In this phase, we determine the project requirements and how to achieve those project requirements. And these project requirements can be achieved by understanding the problem better by using the 4Ws framework. The 4Ws problem canvas help us in identifying 4 crucial parameters we need to know for solving a problem. The 4Ws refer to who, what, where and why. Now let us look at the steps involved. First is receiving or identifying the problem, goal setting, identification of stakeholders, identifying the existing measures, and last, identifying the ethical concerns. Now let us look at one by one in detail. First is receiving or identifying the problem. Problem scoping is the first step of an AI project life cycle. In this step, we have to write about the nature and boundaries of a problem. This is where we identify the project and set goals that we want our project to achieve. So generally, the higher management or administrator or client will come to you and share the problem that they are facing or want solved, or it may be an internal client within the organization who would want some issue or problem to be tackled. The problems can be stated in both negative and positive terms. So we have to decide how can we make better decisions, where or in which field are we most efficient, and where do we have a lot of relevant data, what goals we want to achieve. Will this actually solve our problem? Means the company or the client or the administration that is sharing the problem to us. So will we be able to solve this problem with all the efficiency and all the relevant data that we are having? Will we be able to achieve that goal? So all these scenarios are taken care of in this step. Some of the suggested themes or problem areas can be agriculture, environment, health, women's safety, transport, pollution, disability, cybersecurity, education, entertainment, etc. Now in these areas, what are the problems that people are facing? So we can list out the problems that are being faced in, suppose, transport. So now select any one problem related to the above theme which you would like to solve using AI, and then this problem will become the aim of the AI project. So the transportation issues might be several. So if one issue we are selecting and we are trying to solve this using AI, so basically that will be known as our AI project goal. The next is goal setting. Setting up a goal is very important. So in goal settings, we have to first identify the reasons for the problems. The problems shared with or recognized by us will be wide in nature. There will be more than one way of dealing with them. So we can take the example of the struggle of addressing customer grievances in time. There can be number of reasons for this problem. For example, lack of information with the customer care representatives, overburdened customer care representatives, lack of proper grievance handling procedures, difficulty in following the established procedures, and delay in communications between the customer care representatives and the concerned departments. After identifying the reasons, we have to set the goals or objectives of the project. These objectives and goals will tell us exactly what we want to do, and more importantly, what we do not have to do. Unplanned goals might lead to loss of energy and focus. So setting up too narrow goals may also lead us to small or insignificant impact on the problem that we are solving. So it might not exactly solve the problem. The next is identifying stakeholders. So after identifying the goals, we have to identify the different stakeholders or parties which are affected or involved in the achievement of the goal. So let us take an example of the struggle in addressing customer grievances. So in this case, the stakeholders can be customer care representatives, HR department, customer care's grievance department, etc. So now this stage helps us in understanding various factors like who has to be involved and at which level, who will have to be close to the process of having the decision making authority, etc. This will help in identifying the ethical implications of the project. The next is identifying the existing measures. So while problem scoping, it is important to understand the correct actions which are being taken by different stakeholders for solving the problem. This can help in two ways. First, it can help us know about the efforts made and their effectiveness. we can avoid undertaking actions which have proved to be ineffective. Second, it can help us avoid duplication of work. We can identify the actions which have proved effective and build on them. The next step is identifying the ethical concerns. This is the final step in the problem scoping, and this is to identify the various ethical concerns that are related to the selected problem and goal. The ethical issues can be regarding groups of people, privacy concerns, security concerns, environmental concerns, etc. Evaluating the concerns will help in ensuring projects which contribute towards the sustainable development of the world. Now let us look at some activities and worksheets related to the AI project cycle. So the first one is narrow down a problem statement from a broad theme. So in this activity, we have to explain the students that in their daily life they must have seen various things around like water, birds, animals, etc. They have to select any theme according to their interest, or there are certain themes suggested given below like sanitation, environment, cyber safety, health, education, disability, traffic and women's safety. Now from the given themes, select any one theme or think of any other theme on your own. So in the previous unit in 1.3 purpose, students have already learned about the 17 goals of sustainable development. So any one goal also can be selected as a theme. Now after the theme is selected, the students have to make a list of topics and find out various problems which exist in this particular theme. These problems will now be very specific as they have been narrowed down from a broader sense. Now the students have to write the goal of the project after selecting any one problem that they have scoped to get a clear vision of the problem that they are looking forward to solve using their AI knowledge. And then they have to fill the following details based on their interests. First, the selected theme for their project and then the list of topics. Now they have to choose any one problem that they have listed down under the topic section, and now the students can set up the goal of their project by selecting one problem out of all the ones listed above which they want to solve using their AI knowledge. This problem now becomes the target of their AI project, and it will help them to get a clear vision of what is to be achieved. So now they have to state the selected problem as a goal. For example, a goal can be stated as how might we help teachers to determine the best method of inclusive education. Finally, they have to write the goal or aim of their project in the space given below. The next is 4W's problem canvas. So in this, the students have to consider the goal selected in the previous question as the problem of this activity, and then they can use the 4W's framework to understand the procedural steps of problem solving. So the 4W's are basic questions used to collect information regarding a problem. So basically the 4W's refer to who, what, where and why. And the details and the description of 4W's are also given. After going through this, after understanding in brief about the 4W's, the students should be able to summarize all the key points of the 4W's in a paragraph form, and the template is also given below. So based on this template, whatever problem or whatever goal they have set, they have to just fill this template. So this was all about this topic. Thank you.